So a new leak just hit 4chan, and while we all know to take those posts with a grain of salt, this one? It lines up really well with everything we've seen so far from Naughty Dog's newly announced game, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet. According to someone claiming to have worked on a build from February through May, the game is a whole lot deeper than what the trailer showed, and if even half of this is legit, Intergalactic might end up being Naughty Dog's most ambitious project yet. Let's break down everything that was leaked, from combat and traversal, to story structure, customization systems, and even internal release plans. First off, the leaker made it clear, this game is not open world in the Ubisoft sense. Instead, it's structured more like a nested sandbox. Large interconnected areas with verticality, layered traversal, and optional side paths. Think Tomb Raider, Jedi Survivor, or God of War Ragnarok. Traversal plays a big role. You use a mix of glider, parkour, and something called faith anchors, which act like tether points that unlock shortcuts and fast travel checkpoints. So movement isn't just functional, it's woven into the exploration loop. Combat was described as feeling like a mix of The Last of Us Part 2 and Dark Souls, but with the satisfying impact of God of War 2018. You can chain jumps and dashes into attacks, break enemy limbs to weaken them, and use gadgets to apply status effects. Some enemies have visible weak points, which you can target using ranged weapons, including the pistol shown in the trailer. The leak also mentioned high-quality effects, realistic metal destruction, explosions, and particle systems that feel next-gen. The protagonist, Jordan Munn, played by Tatiana Gabrielle, is a bounty hunter and apparently has access to a dialogue wheel, but it's very sparse. Most of the game is still about isolation and discovery. Encounters are often optional. You can stealth past enemies, hack some of the robotic ones, and in rare cases even negotiate, so while the combat is strong, you're not locked into fighting every time. That freedom of approach feels like a shift for Naughty Dog, but a welcome one. The story unfolds on a single alien planet that's been in isolation for more than 600 years, following a massive shutdown by a techno-cult. The leak described the world as a tomb of failed civilizations, with lore that feels like Elden Ring in space, only with a more structured narrative backbone. There are cutscenes and characters, but you'll also uncover massive chunks of the backstory by finding items, journal entries, and relics scattered through the environment. And yes, Neil Druckmann's script was described as heavy. The exact words were religious apocalypse fanfic meets hard sci-fi. So expect themes of belief, identity, sacrifice, and probably a lot of moral ambiguity. Now here's where things get wild. The game has a system called relics, which function like build presets. You can equip 2 at a time, swap between them mid-game, and upgrade them as you progress. These relics influence traversal, combat, and abilities, giving players a ton of flexibility. The lighting engine is also a standout. Whole levels shift tone and palette based on a system called planetary phase, like a living day-night cycle that affects gameplay, enemy behavior, and exploration. Music shifts dynamically from ambient drones to metallic religious choirs and even full-on rock depending on what's happening in the world. It's aggressive and atmospheric. The leaker confirmed that the builds were running on PS5 Pro dev kits, which tracks with everything we know about Sony's late-gen lineup. As for the release, internally the game is targeting a late 2026 launch window with a full cinematic trailer planned for the Game Awards 2025, assuming no major delays. So yeah, if this 4chan leak is real, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet isn't just a new Naughty Dog IP. It's a massive leap in scope, design, and ambition. From the tactical combat and traversal tools, to its layered world building and Druckmann's sci-fi storytelling, this could easily become one of the defining PlayStation exclusives of the generation. Let me know what you think. Does this sound like the kind of sci-fi story-driven game you've been waiting for? Or are you still holding out for The Last of Us Part 3? Drop a like, comment, and hit subscribe. I'll keep you posted on every leak, reveal, and update leading up to launch.